Just say no. 10 ways homeowners can devalue their yards by accident. A lot of things factor into a property's worth, the common ones being location, square footage, the number of bedroom and baths, and neighborhood, to name a few. While these parameters don't easily change from the moment a homeowner builds his property to the time he decides to sell, there are factors that fall under his control that can affect the value of his home. Coldwell Banker Chicor Advantage would be happy to advise you if you're thinking of selling. Before you sell and are considering how to improve its value, be aware not all renovations and repairs accomplish this result, especially improvement made in yards, which are the first thing potential buyers use to gauge a home. Making a single mistake can pull down your property's attractiveness and potential in the market. Below are common yard improvements that can be harmful to your home's market value. Towering greenery. Though having tall trees fringing your home can be good for aesthetics, they also imply impracticality and possible home problems. Large trees planted too close to your property can have complex root systems that can be problematic in the future, while those that can grow over the roof line and have complex canopies require constant pruning. If you want to add some details to your yard, stick to smaller breeds of trees and plant them at a considerable distance from your home's foundation. Adding last-minute greenery. A property's street appeal is a must for potential buyers, so some homeowners have the tendency to throw in a few or more last-minute improvements come selling time. However, chucking in some plants can do more harm than good. While well-maintained yards can be a huge selling point, it is easy for potential buyers to notice what you just added greenery last minute for appeal. Mature gardens are those that pull in extra value, so if you want to add new landscape elements, it is best to plan your installation ahead. Over-decorating your yard. You might think those garden gnomes and small fairy kingdom is a good idea, but the thing is, not everyone might have the same taste as you do when it comes to yard design. This is especially true for aesthetics that might require an acquired taste. If you're planning to sell, remember that what's beautiful for you might not actually fly with someone else. Installing a pool. Pools may be swanky, elegant additions to a home, but they can also give your home value a dip. In-ground pools, for example, require constant maintenance and can be liabilities instead. Safety is also a factor, especially for families with small children, since pools will require additional supervision requirement from their guardians. Your taste in plants. Like clothes, trends for yard plants come and go. What might be popular now might be considered bad landscaping decisions in the future. Generally, stay away from quick-growing and high-maintenance plants and stick to classy, time-tested choices. Water gardens, waterfalls, and ponds. Some homeowners may think that a well-established water garden can be a show-stopping focal point that can add value to their home. But just like with pools, they can be more of a liability instead. Complex arrangements can feel intimidating to buyers, and they can also be a cause of potential problems like mosquito infestation. Themed gardens. You might think, who doesn't want a Japanese Zen themed garden? Well, your potential buyer might. Like types of yard plants, a homeowner's garden taste might not be similar to your own. Following a theme already slims down the potential buyer pool you are targeting, since you need to find a demographic that will fit your taste. Large gardens. While the sight of a well-curated garden may attract some, there are other homeowners who prefer having a spacious lot instead. Expansive gardens may be a turn-off for buyers who are looking for something low maintenance, and those with green thumbs who prefer the working space to build their own landscaping. Yard themes that do not match the neighborhood. Homeowners may be tempted to make improvements on their own yard for their property to look like the best choice in the neighborhood. But doing this can, once again, actually do more harm than good. Making improvements that make a home's theme fall too far from the norm of the community may come off as too intimidating and can raise security concerns since it may be too eye-catching that may be an attraction for break-ins. Sloped landscapes. Sloped landscapes are challenging to sell to begin with, so making landscape choices that might make the ground uneven and harder to maintain is a big no-no. Steep ground is also challenging for older potential buyers and can also raise questions regarding runoff and drainage issues. Making yard improvements for the sake of increasing your home's value can be tricky to navigate. If you're thinking about your home being competitive with other Myrtle Beach homes for sale, it is better to consult with your specialist with Coldwell Banker Chicora Advantage to guide you.